Humility versus pride.
Humility versus pride. I'm going to go with humility on this one. Here's why. Humility creates the person pride wants us to be.
Ladies and gentlemen,
you are now about to witness.
Passion go like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the.
Hey, what's going on, peeps? Welcome to round 1 of Versus, where I answer life's most conflicting conundrums. Those questions we always wonder, which is better, who would win? So we're just going to jump right in. I got my beautiful daughter Kenny here who's going to ask the questions, so let's have at it. First one.
Bitcoin versus gold.
Bitcoin versus gold. This one's kind of easy in my opinion. Bitcoin. Look, Bitcoin only has 21 million. That's it. It's done. The supply is limited. So as demand increases, the value is going to increase. As governments and et cetera continue to print money, as more gold is found, as more people try to mine gold, their value is going to decrease. Easy to me. Bitcoin all the way. I invested a bunch of it a couple of years ago. Still holding on to it. HLD. Hold on Bitcoin. Big fan of Bitcoin. Bitcoin all the way.
Gap year versus straight to college.
Gap year versus straight to college. Ooh. Easy for me. Gap year. Look, there is no rush to go to college anymore. If you think that somehow your life is going to be predicated on how fast you get out of high school and how fast you get into college, and how fast you graduate, and how fast you go off to graduate school, you are just basically getting on that treadmill as fast as you can. It makes no sense to me. Look, the best years of your life are from about 18 to 27, 28. You need to be exploring, having fun, enjoying things. So look, I would even say you even need to go to college right away, if at all. But if you're going to go to college, take some time off. There is no rush. Plus, a little secret. Most people don't understand is once you get out of that rat race of competing against all the other kids getting out of high school, it's easier to get into your college of choice. And maybe I'll do another episode on this. But if you wait a gap year or two and you actually have a little life experience and go in a different route, you can get into schools you might not have been able to get into in the first place. So easy, gap year. Take the gap year, go have fun.
Skiing versus snowboarding.
Skiing versus snowboarding, really? Look, this is a no-brainer. Skiing. Now, what I will do, though, is I will give snowboarding all the credit in the world for what they did to skiing. Because snowboarding came out, they fundamentally changed skiing. The tricks people do, the park, the pipe, the rails. So skiing hands down, because 2 is better than 1. It looks better. Snowboarding looks stupid and dumb now compared to skiing. But snowboarding gets credit for getting skiing where it is today.
Own a home versus rent.
Oof, own a home versus rent. Okay, if you are over 30, own a home. If you're under 30, don't you dare waste your time getting anchored and taking on a mortgage and all that. Yeah, look, the wealth is going to come. There'll be other ways to grow wealth. Maybe start a business, put your money elsewhere. But rent cheap, live cheap, and spend your money on life experiences and spend your money on other things. Don't spend it on being anchored where you are for the next 30 years. No. So, rent.
Big wedding versus take the money.
Big wedding versus take the money. Woo! Take the money. Take the money. So, Ken, I'm going to do this for you and for my daughters. I'm going to offer you the money for your wedding. Or if you want to take it and have a big party, that's fine. But it seems to me 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 grand for a day for a party? It's not worth it. Look, I get it. We grow up with these visions and all of our friends around and this beautiful wedding dress and this beautiful location and all that. But once it's over, it's over. I hate to say it, but 50-something% of people get divorced in the end. No one remembers the wedding 2-3 years later. Take the money and run. Take the money, invest it, go on a trip, do something fun with it, but take the money. Take the money.
Reading versus audiobook.
Reading versus audiobook. Oof. I think I'm going to call, reading. So look, I'm a big audio guy. I'm in my car. I drive down to Denver. I'm cruising around. I love audio. However, reading wins because reading actually sharpens my mind. Like when I read, I'm more creative. When I read, I actually think faster. My critical thinking is better. So yeah. Reading is better for the mind. Audio helps you get through books faster, and I understand it. I'm going to call this like a 15-round or a 12-round TKO, but I'm giving it to reading.
And then humility versus pride.
Humility versus pride. Look, we're taught when we grow up to have pride in ourselves and be proud of our accomplishments and do all those things to really feel good about ourselves. But I'm going to go with humility on this one. Here's why. Humility creates the person pride wants us to be. We can't be proud if we don't have the humility to know when we're wrong, have the humility to grow, to have the humility to say I don't know, to have the humility to try something new, to have the humility to recognize somebody's better than us. Humility is at the foundation to growth. And so if there's no growth, there's really nothing to be proud of. So I gotta go with humility on this one. Humility is everything. When you have the humility to accept things and accept change and learn from other people and realize you're not the best and there's a lot of growth happening and that you made mistakes and you did it wrong, when you have that humility, that allows the place for you to grow, get better, and give you something to be proud of. See, that's what I'm saying. Humility creates the person that pride wants us to be. I'm giving a first round knockout to humility. All right, folks, there you go. There is round one of verses. Tell me what you think. If you like these, I'll keep doing them, and I will address the big issues that you always wonder, which would win in a fight versus. All right, people, until next time, peace. I'm out.
Passion cold like 0 degrees. I'm out the cage, gotta let out the beast. Revolutionary, gotta let out the streets. Locked in a cage, I'ma let out the